Are you prepared for what is to come? The world around you is changing faster than ever. Devastating natural disasters, uncontrollable social crises, tensions between nations. All this is not just a coincidence. This video is the most important alert you will see today, because the truth is that a global event has already begun and is accelerating. In the next few minutes, you will discover information that you will not find in newspapers or on social networks. This is the only place where you will have access to the truth, and here's the warning. If you leave before the end, you will be leaving behind a unique opportunity to prepare for the greatest challenge of your life. Imagine this: 3 days of total darkness. No light, no communication, no outside help. A terrifying silence that will plunge the world into chaos. It seems impossible, right? But scientists are already warning about the possibility of an extreme solar event capable of causing a global blackout. And when that happens, it will be too late to react. Do you feel like something is wrong? Do you feel that feeling that the world is different, that something big is about to happen? It's not paranoia, it's signs, and those signs are everywhere. But most people are distracted, stuck in their routines, ignoring the obvious. Are you going to make the same mistake? This video is not about fear, it is about action. It's about what you can do right now to protect your life and the people you love. Don't fool yourself, time is against us and every second counts. In the next few minutes I will reveal to you what those 3 days of darkness are and why you should prepare. What are the scientific and spiritual evidences that show that this is about to happen? How you can prepare yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually to face what is to come. Stay with me until the end, because this information is not available anywhere else. You will not find it in the newspapers, nor in the news portals, nor in the trending topics of social networks. This is the only place where you will have access to the truth before it is too late. Now I ask you, what are you willing to do to protect those you love? If you ignore this alert, you could be putting everything at risk. But if you decide to act now, you will be one step ahead of the majority who will be blindsided by the chaos. This is not an ordinary video, it is a guide, a preparation, a call. Don't leave it for later. See it through to the end, because the future is being decided right now. The world is trying to tell us something. If you pay attention, the signs are everywhere. They are not subtle, they are not hidden, they scream at full volume, but still, many choose to ignore them. Devastating natural disasters such as earthquakes and catastrophic floods are becoming more frequent. Extreme temperatures are no longer a novelty. The feeling of global chaos is undeniable and at the same time impossible to ignore. But that's not all. Beyond nature, look around you. Uncontrollable social crises, broken families, political and economic tensions. The world seems to be on the brink of collapse. This feeling of growing disorder is not just a perception. We are experiencing the beginning of a global transformation, and it is accelerating. It looks scary, yes, and it should be. But what many don't understand is that this is not random. These events are part of a larger pattern. Everything we are witnessing now are pieces of a puzzle connecting to form a clear message. The world is changing like never before. Scientists are warning, the increase in solar activity is real, and the chances of an extreme solar event capable of taking down entire power grids are greater than ever. Imagine a world where everything stops, not just electricity, but communication, transportation, banking systems, everything we take for granted. Are you ready for this? While some say this is just a coincidence, others already know that we are living in unique times, times that will test our strength, our faith, and above all, our ability to act before it is too late. But here's the problem. Most are distracted. Have you noticed how we are increasingly disconnected from what really matters? We are trapped on screens, racing against time, while the world around us gives clear signs that something is very wrong. It is no exaggeration to say that we are preparing for the greatest test in the history of humanity. And you, where are you in this scenario? Are you going to wait for events to surprise you, or are you going to start preparing now? The choice is yours, but time is not on your side. In the next few minutes, you will see how these signs are not just alerts, they are a call to action. You will have access to practical information to face what is to come, from physical to spiritual preparation. But before that, you need to understand that this is not just about surviving, it's about transformation. Pay attention. Every news story you see, every disaster that makes the headlines, is a piece of a larger plan. They are not isolated phenomena. They are connected parts of a global event that is already underway. Are you ready to connect the dots? In the next chapters, we will explore what those 3 days of darkness really mean, what they represent, what is behind this event, and most importantly, what you can do to prepare. The choice is yours. Are you going to ignore the evidence, or are you going to act now? We are on the brink of something much bigger than any of us can imagine. It is not just about natural disasters or social crises. We are talking about a global transformation that has already begun. The world as we know it is changing before our eyes, and the consequences will be profound. What we are experiencing is not a random set of events, but the beginning of a process that will test all aspects of our physical, emotional, and spiritual existence. This decisive moment has been foretold for a long time. Ancient prophecies, recent scientific studies, and even collective intuition point toward an inevitable reality. A global collapse is underway, and it will redefine everything we think we know about security, stability, and survival. But what does that mean to you? It means that the next few weeks, months, or even days could be crucial. The signs are intensifying. Volcanic eruptions, solar storms, earthquakes, and political tensions that threaten to explode at any moment. We are in the midst of a unique alignment of events that indicate that something much bigger is about to happen. Imagine what it will be like to wake up one day and discover that everything has stopped. There will be no electricity, communication, transportation, or external support. The streets will be empty, the silence will be oppressive, and chaos will be inevitable for those who are not prepared. Are you ready to face a world without light, without answers, and without outside help? This is not just a moment of crisis, it is a moment of transition. During the 3 days of darkness, we will not only face the absence of light, but also the absence of comfort, of predictability, of everything we take for granted. This event will be a watershed, an opportunity for humanity to reconnect with what really matters. And here is the truth that few dare to say. Only those who are physically, mentally, and spiritually prepared will be able to go through this transformation with strength and hope. This is not the time to doubt or trust that everything will work itself out. History teaches us that in times of crisis, only the proactive survive. But it's not just about surviving. This is the time to be reborn, to use this transformation to rediscover your inner strength, your faith, and your purpose. What is to come is more than a physical test. It will be a test of your soul, of your ability to remain calm and resilient when everything around you falls apart. In the next few minutes, you will see how the 3 days of darkness are not just a legend or a conspiracy theory. They are an imminent reality, backed by clear signs in nature, science, and prophecies. This event will be a call for you and your family to face the unknown together, but with the certainty that there is a path to come out stronger on the other side. Are you ready to transform? Because the world around you is already doing it. In the following chapters, you will learn how to clearly identify the signs, how to prepare yourself physically and spiritually, and how to lead your family during this unique time in human history. Stay with me, because the next step will be the most important of your life. Are you prepared for what is to come? The world is changing faster than ever. Natural disasters, social crises, geopolitical tensions. All this is not just a coincidence. This video is the most important alert you will see today. Because what is happening now is not a coincidence. It is a sign. A global event has begun and is accelerating. In the next few minutes, I will reveal information to you that is not available anywhere else. Here, you will have access to the truth that many are ignoring, and if you decide to leave before the end, you will be missing a unique opportunity to prepare for what is to come. Imagine this: 3 days of total darkness. There will be no light, no communication, no outside help. A terrifying silence that will plunge the world into chaos. Does it seem impossible to you? Scientists are already warning about the possibility of an extreme solar event capable of causing a global blackout. And when this happens, it will be too late to react. Now, imagine what a world would feel like where everything we take for granted is suddenly turned off. Are you ready for it? Something's not right? We all feel that something big is about to happen. It's not paranoia, it's signs, and those signs are everywhere. The climate, disasters, global tensions, everything indicates that we are on the threshold of something much bigger than we imagine. But what are you doing about it? Most people are distracted, caught up in their daily routines, ignoring the obvious. This is your opportunity to act. This video is not to spread fear, but to motivate you to action. It's time to put aside indifference and take action today to protect what you love most. What will you do when everything stops? Time is not on our side, and every second counts. In this video, I'm going to reveal to you what the 3 days of darkness are, and how you can prepare yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually for what is to come. If you decide to stay until the end, you will have access to information vital to your survival. You will not find this in the news, nor on social networks. This is the only source where you will find out what is to come and how to protect yourself. Now, I ask you a question. What are you willing to do to protect your family and yourself? If you ignore this warning, you could be putting everything at risk. But if you decide to act now, you'll be one step ahead of everyone who will be blindsided when chaos hits. This video is not just a warning, it is a call to prepare for what is coming. The 3 days of darkness are not a fantasy or a legend. They are a reality supported by scientific and spiritual signs that indicate that we are on the verge of a global transformation. Disasters are increasing. Are you ready to face them? Natural disasters, such as earthquakes, fires, and solar storms, are becoming more frequent. Climate instability is just one of the signs that something big is about to happen. Political tensions are increasing, and social crises are becoming more intense. All this is not an accident. It is a pattern that is happening around the world and is linked to something much bigger. These are not just natural disasters, but a series of events that are preparing us for what is to come. Firstly, I would like to invite you to subscribe to this channel, because here I will be sharing a prophetic message for your heart every day. And don't forget to comment below your prayer request and tell me who you have been praying for in the last few days. Your family, friends, for work, for healing. Make your prayer request below, and accompanied by your prayer request, also tell me what country you are from, so I know which countries our message is reaching. Amen. The Virgin Mary warns us of the importance of preparing ourselves through powerful prayers to achieve protection and salvation for our lives. So download now my digital book, The Powerful Prayer of the Virgin Mary. This material covers a variety of prayers suitable for all occasions in life. Don't waste your time. Click on the link available in the first pinned comment and download it immediately. Units are limited, therefore, it is crucial to act now to ensure that access to the powerful prayer of the Virgin Mary should be now before units run out. And be sure to paste your book without the first comment posted. It is very important to heed the warnings of our Virgin Mary and prepare yourself for the great torment that will come. 5/24/9/26/2024. D1NN. Comment below for protection. Type, "Free Lord from all evil and danger." What we are experiencing is not a random set of events, but rather the prelude to a global change. Scientists are warning about increased solar activity, which could cause a global blackout. This is just one of many factors that indicate that the 3 days of darkness are closer than we think. Are you ready for it? If you are not, it is time to start taking action, because when the 3 days come, there will be no time to prepare. This is the time to act. How will you prepare for the 3 days of darkness? The 3 days of darkness will not just be a physical crisis. It will be an event that will test everything we know, our faith, our resilience, and our ability to survive. But the most important thing is that it is not only about surviving, but about how we can take advantage of this event to transform ourselves. The 3 days of darkness will not only change the world, they will also change each of us. It will be a spiritual test, an emotional test, and above all, an opportunity to rediscover our inner strength. During these 3 days, we will not only face the absence of light, but also the lack of communication, resources, and external support. It will be a moment of total isolation, but those who are prepared, physically, mentally, and spiritually, will be able to face whatever comes with serenity and resilience. The key to survival is not only in physical preparation, but in spiritual and emotional preparation. Only those who have a deep connection with their faith and inner strength will be able to overcome what is to come. Spiritual transformation during darkness. The 3 days of darkness will be much more than a physical crisis. It will be a profound transformation, a purification both for the world and for each individual. During this time, we will face our own fears, doubts, and limitations. It will be an opportunity to clean up what no longer serves and to embrace what really matters. It is the perfect time to reflect on our lives, our decisions, and our actions. What can you do now to prepare yourself spiritually? What changes do you need to make in your life to be ready for the darkness? This is the time to strengthen your faith, prepare yourself emotionally, and take control of your destiny. The 3 days of darkness are not a punishment. They are an opportunity to be reborn, to grow, and to transform into a better version of yourself. But only those who are prepared will be able to take advantage of this opportunity. Those who are not will be trapped by fear and uncertainty. The difference between those who survive and those who succumb to the darkness is their preparation. The power of physical, mental, and spiritual preparation. For the 3 days of darkness, it is not enough to have food and water. It is necessary to prepare yourself comprehensively. Prepare your house. Make sure you have everything you need to survive during the darkness. But in addition to physical preparation, it is essential that you strengthen your mind and spirit. Meditate, pray, and do whatever it takes to stay calm and focused during this transformative period. Keep your mind clear and your heart open to spirituality, because that will be what will allow you to go through this trial successfully. Don't let yourself be carried away by panic or anxiety. Remember that this is a time of change, of transformation, and only those who are prepared will be able to emerge stronger from what is to come. The future is uncertain, but your preparation can turn uncertainty into confidence. The 3 days of darkness are not just a test, they are an opportunity to renew yourself, to strengthen your faith, and to lead your loved ones through the chaos. What will you do when the darkness comes? The arrival of the 3 days of darkness will not be a sudden event. The signs are already here. We are in the middle of a series of phenomena that are preparing us for what is about to happen. Earthquakes, solar storms, political crises, increasingly frequent natural disasters, all of this is part of a larger pattern that we cannot ignore. What is happening in the world is not simply a coincidence. It is the sign that we are on the threshold of a radical change that will test our physical, emotional, and spiritual strength. But are you ready to face this change? Do you know how to protect yourself? How to keep your family safe? If you haven't taken the necessary steps yet, it's time to start. You can't wait any longer. The darkness will come, and when it comes, there will be no time for regrets. All you can do now is prepare as best as possible, and that starts today. The future is built with the actions you take today, with the decisions you make now. The importance of physical preparation. Physical preparation is not just a matter of having food and water. It's much more than that. You need to have a safe haven, a place where you and your family can shelter during those 3 days of darkness. Homes should be well protected, with all doors and windows secured. The isolation will be absolute. And if you don't prepare properly, you will be in an extremely vulnerable situation. The key is self-care, making sure your home is a safe haven. Also, make sure you have all the essential supplies, non-perishable food, drinking water, basic hygiene products. You'll also need light sources, such as blessed candles and extra batteries for flashlights, and a first aid kit. In the event that someone in your family needs medical attention, this kit will be essential. Don't trust that the health system will be available, because during those days, everything will be chaotic. Medical supplies will be scarce, and the only way to ensure your safety is to be fully prepared. Mental and spiritual preparation. Physical preparation is only one aspect of the equation. Don't forget that the real challenge will be mental and spiritual. When chaos comes, your mind will be your greatest ally. Staying calm will be essential, and that can only be achieved if you train your mind not to give in to panic. Meditation and daily prayer are powerful tools to maintain your inner peace. You will need to find comfort in your faith, in the belief that there is a greater purpose behind everything that is happening. The 3 days of darkness will not only challenge us on a physical level, but will also test our ability to stand firm in our beliefs, to resist despair. Darkness is also a time of purification. In this period of isolation, you will be able to connect deeply with your inner self, reflect on your past actions, and make decisions about how you want to live in the future. This is an opportunity to cleanse your soul, to let go of emotional burdens that no longer serve you. Forgive others and forgive yourself. Spiritual purification will be as important as physical preparation. The importance of family unity. During those 3 days of darkness, family unity will be essential. Not only will you be facing external chaos, but there will also be an internal challenge: fear, anxiety, and isolation. In order to overcome all this, you will need to be united with your loved ones. Talk to your family right now, explain what's coming, and make sure everyone is prepared. Cooperation will be key. Each family member has an important role to play. Involve your children. Teach them how to pray, how to stay calm. This will not only give them confidence, but will also allow them to learn to face adversity with resilience. These days, each family member will be a pillar of support for the other. Solidarity and empathy will be essential so that everyone can get through the darkness together. Create an atmosphere of calm, love, and faith. Peace will be your greatest protection. Take care of the most vulnerable, such as children and the elderly. They will need more emotional and physical attention. The spiritual preparation. The 3 days of darkness will be a spiritual test. During this time, you will face not only the absence of light, but the absence of everything we consider safe and constant. Life, as we know it, will disappear for a while, and it is at that moment when your faith will be tested. What we have learned in times of peace will not be enough to keep us safe during the darkness. Only those who are spiritually prepared will be able to face this challenge with hope and calm. If you have not yet begun to strengthen your faith, it is time to do so. Prayer will be your refuge. No matter what your religious tradition, the connection with the divine will be your anchor in the chaos. Daily prayers, moments of reflection, and meditation on sacred texts will allow you to maintain serenity. These days, faith will not only provide you comfort, but it will be your most powerful protection. Make prayer a constant practice, a daily ritual in which you seek strength and guidance. The role of the community. We are not alone in this challenge. The community will be one of our greatest strengths. Connect with people who share your values, with those who are also preparing. Spiritual communities are a place where solidarity and mutual support become powerful weapons against despair. It doesn't matter if you're part of a church, a prayer group, or a social network. Being around people who are prepared will help you stay calm and focused. Share your knowledge with others. Help those who are not so prepared. Make sure everyone in your community has access to the information they need to be ready for what's to come. The stronger the community, the greater the likelihood that everyone will survive the darkness and emerge stronger from it. Cooperation will be essential. Preparation for the unknown. What is to come will not be easy. No one can predict exactly what will happen during the 3 days of darkness, but all signs point to it being a profoundly transformative experience. During that time, each of us may face our own fears, limitations, and doubts. And it will be in those moments when your faith and your emotional and spiritual preparation will make the difference. What happens on the outside is only part of the story. What really matters is how you deal with what is happening inside you. These 3 days of darkness are not just about survival. It's about how to face chaos and uncertainty with courage, faith, and resilience. It's about transforming fear into opportunity, turning darkness into an opportunity to grow and to reconnect with what really matters. Are you ready for that transformation? The power of the mind and spirituality in times of chaos? The 3 days of darkness will be a challenge that will test not only your physical preparation, but also your mental and spiritual strength. When outdoor conditions are extreme, the key will be how you manage your mind. Panic, anxiety, and uncertainty will be your main enemies. Being able to stay calm under pressure is essential to survival. Meditation and prayer will be your best allies in this process. Keep your mind focused, free of unnecessary fears, and in the serenity that only your faith can offer. Daily spiritual practices will allow you to find clarity in the midst of chaos. Don't underestimate the power of a calm mind. In times of great uncertainty, your ability to think clearly will be what makes the difference between fear and peace. That is why it is essential that you begin to train your mind to face what is to come. Meditation, positive visualization, and daily affirmations will help you stay centered and in control. The importance of emotional resilience. Emotional resilience will be key to surviving the 3 days of darkness. This will not only be an event that will test your ability to survive physically, but it will also test your emotions. Will you be able to stay calm when the world around you collapses? During this time of darkness, many people will be overwhelmed by fear, despair, and grief. But you can be different. If you prepare yourself emotionally, if you work on strengthening your spirit and your emotions, you will be able to resist whatever comes without succumbing to panic. One of the best ways to prepare yourself emotionally is to practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Fear is natural, but don't let it control you. Accept your emotions, but don't let them rule your life. Learn to balance them, to stay at peace with what you feel. Self-compassion will allow you to approach difficult times with a strong and resilient mindset. Remember that inner strength is more important than any material resources. Solidarity, an essential value during darkness. The isolation during the 3 days of darkness will be overwhelming. It will not only be a physical challenge, but also an emotional one. However, what will make the difference is how you relate to others. Solidarity and mutual support will be essential to survive. Although we will be facing external chaos, we must not forget that our humanity and our ability to be supportive will be what allows us to emerge from this crisis stronger. When the world is dark, your community will be the light. Make sure you have people you can count on during this period. Emotional and spiritual connections will be what keep you going when all else fails. Help others and allow them to help you. Cooperation will be crucial. In these types of situations, unity is strength. If you're part of a community, make sure everyone is prepared and offer your support to those who aren't. Transformation, the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. The 3 days of darkness will not only mark the end of one era, but will also mark the beginning of a new one. This event will be an opportunity for all who are ready to start again. The transformation will be physical, emotional, and spiritual. You will be stripped of everything that no longer serves you, fears, doubts, resentments, and everything that has kept you tied to the past. This purification process will allow you to be reborn. Darkness is a process of transformation, an opportunity to leave behind the old and embrace the new. You will be confronted with your deepest fears, but by facing them, you will be able to overcome all the limitations you have imposed on yourself. This will be a liberating process, but to make the most of it, it is crucial that you prepare, connect with your faith, and use the time of darkness for deep introspection. The opportunity for spiritual purification. During these 3 days of darkness, spiritual purification will be one of the most powerful aspects of the experience. Many of us live our lives distracted by daily worries, stuck in routine. But in the dark, there will be no distractions. It will be the perfect time to reflect on our lives, our decisions, and what really matters. The 3 days of darkness will be an opportunity to free ourselves from the spiritual weights that we have accumulated throughout our lives. This is the time to forgive, to ask for forgiveness, and to let go of all resentment. Spirituality will be your refuge. Prayer will be the way you connect with the divine. Through prayer and meditation, you will be able to find inner peace that will allow you to endure the adversities that arise. In the darkness, your faith will be your light. The connection with the divine will be what guides you, what will keep you firm. The power of prayer and meditation. Prayer will be your greatest ally during the 3 days of darkness. It is essential that you strengthen your spiritual practice right now. Take time every day to pray, meditate, and connect with the divine. Prayer will not only bring you comfort, but it will also be a tool to stay calm during chaos. If you haven't already started making prayer a daily habit, do it now. Every day you dedicate to your spirituality will be an investment in your emotional and mental strength. It is also important that you practice meditation. Meditation will help you keep your mind calm and focused. When chaos breaks loose, your ability to stay focused will be what allows you to make wise decisions and stay safe. Daily meditation is a powerful way to train your mind and spirit to face the unknown. The challenge of uncertainty. Uncertainty will be one of the biggest challenges during the 3 days of darkness. We won't know exactly what will happen, but we know it will be a world-changing experience. Uncertainty can generate fear, but it is also an opportunity to strengthen your faith. In these times, what we need most is to trust in what we cannot see, in what we cannot control. Faith is not about having all the answers, but about trusting that everything happens for a reason. Fear will be inevitable, but don't let it paralyze you. Use fear as a motivator to prepare yourself, to act. Preparation is what will allow you to maintain control. Faith is what will allow you to maintain hope. And action is what will allow you to transform darkness into light. The power of action. How to prepare now. When it comes to surviving the 3 days of darkness, preparation is not only important, it's vital. Now is the time to act. Preparation is not done at the last minute, it is done today, now. It doesn't matter how much time there is before the 3 days of darkness arrive. What matters is what you are doing now to be ready. Lack of preparation can be devastating. If you decide to wait, you may find yourself without resources, without a plan, and worst of all, without hope. Preparation must be comprehensive, physical, mental, and spiritual. You need to make sure your body is strong, your mind calm, and your soul connected to the divine. Start now, not tomorrow, because when the 3 days come, it will be too late to make changes. Moments of crisis do not wait, and there are no excuses. Every minute you spend unprepared is one less minute you have to protect yourself and those you love. Physical preparation. Make sure you are ready. First, make sure your home is prepared to withstand those 3 days. This means having all essential supplies on hand: non-perishable food, drinking water, light sources such as blessed candles and flashlights, batteries, a first aid kit, and essential medicines. If you have children or elderly people at home, make sure they are also prepared with everything they need for their well-being during this time. Don't just focus on the basics. Think about all the possible scenarios. Do you have an evacuation plan in case of emergency? Do you know how to protect yourself from extreme natural phenomena such as solar storms or earthquakes? It is crucial that you think about every detail. Keep your home safe and ready for all kinds of situations. Also, remember that preparation is not only physical, it is also emotional. Make sure everyone in your home understands what is going to happen and how they should act. Mental preparation. Train your mind for calm. Fear and uncertainty will be the biggest emotional obstacles during the 3 days of darkness. To deal with them, you need to train your mind now. Meditation and positive visualization are powerful tools that will help you stay calm in extreme situations. Take a few minutes each day to meditate and visualize a safe future for you and your family. Imagine how you will handle chaos calmly and wisely. Mental training is essential to ensure you don't lose control when everything falls apart. It's easy to panic when faced with the unknown, but those who have trained their minds, those who have learned to calm their thoughts and focus on what really matters, will be the ones who survive. Remember that the mind is your greatest ally in times of crisis. Keep us strong, focused, and resilient. Spiritual preparation, the key to inner strength. Spiritual preparation will be what guides you in the darkness. Faith will be your light, the one that will illuminate the path when everything around you becomes dark. If you haven't yet started strengthening your spiritual connection, it's time to start. Don't wait for the crisis to arrive to pray. Make prayer a daily practice. Take time each day to connect with the divine, to seek comfort, strength, and guidance. During the 3 days of darkness, your faith will be what will keep you strong. Connecting with the divine will allow you to maintain hope even when all else seems lost. If you have a religious tradition, be sure to follow it devoutly. If you don't have a specific religion, look for spirituality in what connects you to the source of all life. Faith is a powerful resource that will allow you to get through any difficulty, and it will be your anchor when the storm hits you. The role of the family during the 3 days of darkness. The family will be your greatest support during the 3 days of darkness. You will be facing not only an external crisis, but also an emotional and spiritual crisis. At this time, family unity will be more important than ever. Make sure everyone in your family is prepared, both physically and emotionally. Explain what is going to happen, what they can expect, and how they should act to stay safe and united. It is important that each member of the family has a specific function during those days. This will not only give them a sense of purpose, but will also encourage cooperation and harmony in the home. If you have young children, teach them how to stay calm and how to support others. Involve them in the preparation and make them feel like an active part of protecting the family. The importance of community connection. While individual preparation is crucial, don't forget the power of community. None of us are alone in this process. Be sure to connect with others who are also preparing for the 3 days of darkness. Mutual support will be essential to overcome what is to come. Share your knowledge, help others, and allow others to help you. Together, we will be stronger. Solidarity will be one of the most important resources during this time. The community can provide emotional support, share resources, and ensure everyone is ready for what lies ahead. Don't underestimate the power of a support network. In times of crisis, community can be the refuge we need to maintain hope and strength. A call to action. Make no mistake, the 3 days of darkness are coming. It's just a matter of time. The signs are clear, and now is the time to prepare. Don't let fear paralyze you. Act now, because when the time comes, it will be too late to do anything about it. If you decide to wait, you may find that it is too late to protect yourself or your loved ones. The key to overcoming what is to come is not just to survive, but to transform. The 3 days of darkness are an opportunity to rediscover your faith, your inner strength, and your purpose in life. It is not a time to fear, but to embrace the change and transformation that will come with it. This is the time to act. The decision is yours. You can choose to prepare and be one of the few to get through this event with strength and resilience, or you can ignore it and be at the mercy of whatever comes. The choice is yours. But don't forget that every minute that passes without you taking action is a minute that takes you away from the necessary preparation to face what is to come. Act now. The strength of decision. A step ahead in your preparation. The time for decision is now. Every second counts, and what you do today will determine your ability to face the future. If you have come this far, it is because you know that something big is about to happen. It's not just a matter of what the world is experiencing, it's a personal matter. You are being called to prepare, to take responsibility for your life and the lives of those you love. Don't be fooled by temporary comfort. Uncertainty is lurking, and the only way to face it strongly is to be fully prepared. Preparation is not just something physical or practical, it is also an internal journey. The real test will be how you face fear, how you stand firm in your faith, and how you act when chaos hits. There is no way to escape what is to come, but you can choose how to face it. Preparation is not only for your survival, but also for your spiritual and emotional growth. This challenge is not just an obstacle, it is an opportunity to transform yourself, to be reborn. The strength of spirituality in dark moments. The 3 days of darkness will be more than a test of physical endurance. They will be a time of deep spiritual transformation. When the world goes dark and chaos surrounds you, it will be your faith that will give you the clarity to overcome uncertainty. The connection with the divine will be what will keep you strong. In those moments, spirituality will be your safest refuge, the light that will guide you. If you have not yet begun to cultivate your spirituality in a deep way, now is the time to do so. Do not underestimate the power of prayer, meditation, and personal reflection. During those days, your relationship with the divine will be your greatest strength. Make prayer a daily practice, a time when you connect with your faith, with your purpose. Prayer will be what will allow you to remain calm, while fear and despair take over many. Meditation, reflection, and spiritual reading will allow you to find peace in the midst of the storm. It is time to strengthen your relationship with the divine. Do it now, before the time of darkness comes. The importance of a plan. Comprehensive preparation. Preparation is key, and to be truly effective, your plan must be comprehensive. This includes making sure you have the necessary material resources for the 3 days, such as non-perishable food, water, essential medications, and light sources. But don't forget the importance of having a spiritual and emotional plan, too. If you focus only on the physical, you will be incomplete. Mental and emotional preparation is also crucial. Serenity, faith, and self-confidence will be as essential as physical supplies. Create a contingency plan, not only for the material, but also for the emotional. How will you handle fear and anxiety? How will you stay calm when uncertainty is overwhelming? Have answers to these questions now, before the crisis hits. Daily meditation, family prayers, and moments of reflection will help you stay calm. Take time each day to prepare spiritually, to strengthen your faith, and to make sure your home is ready for what is to come. Leading by example, the role of the family. In times of crisis, leaders are the ones who make the difference. Are you ready to lead? During the 3 days of darkness, your family will depend on you to stay together, safe and calm. Leadership is not just about making decisions, but about being a role model. Stay calm, even when things get difficult. Your attitude will directly influence that of others. The resilience you show during those days will be an example for others. If you are able to stay focused, others will too. It is time to assume your role as a leader within your home. Explain to your family what is happening and why it is important to prepare. Involve them in the preparation process so everyone is aligned and ready to face the 3 days of darkness together. This is an opportunity to strengthen family ties, to unite around a common cause, and to create a space of security and protection in the midst of uncertainty. The comfort of solidarity, community preparation. The community will be your strongest support during the 3 days of darkness. You don't have to go through this alone. If you have friends, family, or neighbors who are also preparing, connect with them. Solidarity will be the key to face what is coming. Help others and accept help when you need it. Cooperation will be critical to making sure everyone has what they need to survive. Additionally, the spiritual community will also play a crucial role. Religious communities, prayer groups, and emotional support networks will help you stay strong during difficult days. Share your knowledge, your resources, and your faith with others. Mutual help will be what will allow us to overcome this challenge. Together, we are stronger. Personal transformation, taking advantage of the challenge to grow. This is not just a time of testing, it is a moment of transformation. The 3 days of darkness will not only change the world, but also your life. It will be a time to reflect on what really matters. During those days, you will be able to rediscover your purpose, your values, and your faith. It's the perfect time to let go of everything that no longer serves you and embrace what really matters. Remember that transformation is a continuous process. Take advantage of this opportunity to grow, to become stronger, and to connect more deeply with your faith and your purpose. After the 3 days of darkness, you will not be the same person. You will be stronger, wiser, and more connected to what really matters. The darkness will be the catalyst for a new phase in your life, a phase in which you will have the opportunity to create a new path, one filled with faith, hope, and purpose. During the 3 days of darkness, your home will be much more than a physical shelter. It will become an emotional and spiritual sanctuary. Family will be your greatest support and strength. It is crucial that starting now, you prepare an environment that promotes calm, cooperation, and togetherness. In times of crisis, the family unit is the key factor to maintain control and overcome difficulties. Make sure everyone in your home is prepared, not only physically but emotionally as well. Involve each family member in the preparation process. It doesn't matter if they are children or the elderly, each person must know their role and what they should do. Explain clearly and calmly what can happen so that everyone understands the importance of being united and prepared. Teach them to trust in faith and the power of prayer so that everyone can find comfort in these moments of uncertainty. Remember that empathy will be a fundamental pillar. In crisis situations, emotions will be on the surface. Some may feel anxious, others may be afraid, or even feel overwhelmed. It is time to be a compassionate leader, to be present for each member of your family. Your calm will be the calm of others. Maintain serenity, exude confidence, and show that, despite the darkness, the light of faith and unity will always prevail. The strength of spiritual preparation, maintaining inner peace. When the outside world is affected by chaos and uncertainty, your greatest refuge will be the inner peace that comes from spiritual preparation. During the 3 days of darkness, the most important thing will not be what happens outside of you, but how you deal with it. Tranquility and mental clarity are only achieved through a solid connection with the divine. It is time to strengthen that relationship, to make prayer, meditation, and daily reflection a constant practice. Start building spiritual space in your life. Pray every day. Meditate on scriptures that give you strength and make spirituality an integral part of your daily routine. It is not just a ritual act, but a commitment to inner peace. The 3 days of darkness will be a testing ground for your faith and emotional resilience. If you haven't cultivated a strong connection with the divine before that time comes, it will be much harder to find peace when everything you know is threatened. Remember that faith is not only a comfort in times of difficulty, but a powerful tool to stay firm when circumstances are adverse. Strengthen your faith from now on. Prayer will be the lighthouse that guides you through the storm. Stay in constant communication with the divine, trusting that you will not be alone, even when everything goes dark around you. The strength of spiritual community, connection, and support. In times of darkness, connecting with your spiritual community will be an invaluable resource. The bonds of faith and solidarity between the people in your community can offer you the emotional and spiritual support you will need to stay strong. If you are not already part of a faith community, now is the ideal time to seek one out. Collective prayers, meditation groups, and spiritual circles can be what keeps you centered and at peace when the entire world is on the brink of chaos. Share your knowledge, your resources, and your faith with those around you. Mutual support will be essential to get through this global crisis. If you have friends, family, or acquaintances who are also preparing for the 3 days of darkness, connect with them now. Solidarity not only provides you with a support network, but reinforces your faith in the human community. Working together will be the key to survival, and connecting with others of the same faith will be a reminder that you are not alone. Psychological preparation, controlling fear and anxiety. Psychological preparation is one of the most important aspects of facing darkness. When chaos comes, fear will be one of the main obstacles. Uncertainty can overwhelm any untrained mind. Panic can paralyze you and prevent you from making wise decisions. It is crucial that you train your mind to face moments of tension and adversity. Psychological resilience will be your most powerful weapon. Start working on your mental strength now. Meditation and positive visualization are effective tools to prepare your mind for the unknown. Think about difficult scenarios and visualize how you will act calmly and wisely. Remember that the mind can be your best ally, but only if you train it to be strong and flexible. The key is to stay focused, breathe deeply, and make decisions based on faith and preparation, not fear. Negative thoughts may arise, but you have the power to control them. Learn to redirect those thoughts toward calm, gratitude, and hope. In moments of despair, a positive attitude will make the difference. If you work on your psychology, you will be able to stay calm, make rational decisions, and lead with confidence. Living in the present, preparing for the imminent. The world is changing rapidly, and every day brings new signs. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed by the magnitude of what is to come. It is easy to fall into despair or paralysis. But now is the time to act, to live in the present, and to make the necessary decisions to be prepared. Don't let anxiety about the future stop you from acting in the present. The present is the only moment in which you can make effective decisions. Instead of fearing the future, focus on what you can do today to improve your preparation. Do it with determination and faith. Remember that every small step you take towards your preparation is one more step towards safety and peace during the difficult days. The final call to action: the time is now. Don't wait any longer. The time is now. The 3 days of darkness are coming, and you have the opportunity to prepare. If you take action now, you will be one step ahead of others. If you don't, you risk getting caught up in the chaos. Don't let yourself be carried away by indifference or procrastination. The future is uncertain, but your preparation can shape that future. The time to prepare is not tomorrow, it is not next month. The time to prepare is now. Take action. Prepare your home, your mind, and your spirit. Start today to strengthen yourself, both physically and spiritually. Remember that faith, family unity, and solidarity will be your greatest strengths during the 3 days of darkness. And if you prepare correctly, you will emerge from this crisis stronger, wiser, and more connected to what really matters. Don't underestimate the importance of this moment. The call to action is urgent. If you prepare now, you will be ready for whatever comes. The time to act is now. The darkness will only be temporary, but the light you will find within yourself will be eternal. As the world darkens, solidarity will be essential. While individual preparation is crucial, collective strength will be what gets us through the darkest days. Community can be the difference between despair and hope. Mutual support networks will be essential during the 3 days of darkness. Helping others, sharing resources and knowledge, and above all, supporting each other emotionally will be what will allow us all to overcome this crisis successfully. Community preparedness goes beyond having resources. It is a mutual commitment to remain hopeful and calm. The unity among the members of your community will be what gives strength in times of crisis. If you're not already part of a support network, now is the perfect time to start building one. Connect with those who share your values, your beliefs, and your concerns. Together, you can be much stronger than if you face this challenge individually. During the darkness, the feeling of loneliness and hopelessness will be great. But solidarity, mutual support, and caring for others can transform that feeling into a sense of purpose. Caring for others will not only help the most vulnerable, but will also strengthen your own emotional resilience. Remember that in times of chaos, true strength lies in being a source of light for others. Strengthening faith, the spiritual pillar that will sustain us. Faith will be the pillar on which our ability to resist will be based. During the 3 days of darkness, our relationship with the divine will become our source of strength. In the midst of chaos, when external circumstances challenge us, faith will anchor us. The ability to trust in the divine, to believe that there is a purpose in the midst of darkness, will be what will allow us to maintain peace in our hearts. Start now to strengthen your faith. Daily prayer, spiritual reflection, and meditation will prepare you to face the unknown with courage. When the 3 days of darkness come, it will be your faith that lights the way. Darkness not only represents a crisis, but an opportunity to purify the soul and get closer to divine purpose. Facing spiritual darkness will be as important as facing physical darkness. Without a solid spiritual foundation, uncertainty can become overwhelming. Your faith will guide you and give you strength not to give in to panic, but to move forward with hope, knowing that you are not alone. Prayer will be your greatest ally, and your faith will be your greatest shield. Adaptation to the unexpected, preparing for the unpredictable. The 3 days of darkness will force us to adapt to the unexpected. Flexibility will be essential to survive. No matter how meticulously you prepare, there will always be surprises and unforeseen events. The ability to adapt, make quick and wise decisions, and stay calm in the midst of chaos will be what makes the difference. Mental flexibility will be key. Don't hold on to rigid expectations about what will happen. Chances are things won't go exactly as you planned. But if you are prepared for the unforeseeable, you will be able to handle any situation that arises. Adaptability will allow you to take advantage of opportunities that arise even in the midst of darkness. Mentally prepare yourself for uncertainty. Practice making decisions under pressure and handling difficult situations. The more flexible and adaptable you are, the better prepared you will be to face what the future holds. The power of continuous action. Don't stop preparing. Preparation is not a one-time event. It is an ongoing process. Even when you feel like you've done everything you can, it's important to continue taking steps to be even more prepared. Every day that passes is an opportunity to improve your preparation, both physically and mentally. Don't let fear make you procrastinate, nor let uncertainty make you doubt your ability to act. What you do today will have a direct impact on your ability to cope with the 3 days of darkness. It's not just about having food and water stored, but being ready to handle any challenge, both physical and emotional. Keep your plan up to date, check your supplies regularly, and continue to work on your emotional resilience. People who survive in extreme situations are not necessarily the strongest physically, but rather those who are best prepared and most resilient mentally and spiritually. Your preparation doesn't end when you think you've done it all. Keep learning, keep adapting, and keep moving forward. The rebirth. Seize the opportunity for a new life. The 3 days of darkness, although terrifying, represent an opportunity for rebirth. This is a time to let go of what no longer serves you, to let go of what has kept you tied to the past, and to embrace a renewed future. This transformation process is not only physical, but also spiritual and emotional. The darkness will be an opportunity to rediscover yourself, to reconnect with your purpose and what really matters. After the storm, the sun will shine again. But only those who have adequately prepared themselves, who have strengthened their faith, their body, and their mind, will be able to take advantage of this rebirth and transform their lives in a positive way. Every step you take today to prepare will be a step towards a brighter future, towards a life that is more fulfilling and connected to your purpose. Not only will you survive, but you will emerge stronger, wiser, and more connected to spirituality and humanity. The darkness is only temporary, but the lessons you learn and the transformations you experience will last a lifetime. In times of darkness, unity will be your greatest strength. Humanity, despite being dispersed in many places, has always been able to overcome the greatest crises when it comes together. The 3 days of darkness will be no exception. Community, whether it be your family, friends, or even a broader group, will be essential to your physical and emotional well-being. While personal preparation is crucial, cooperation between human beings will be the key to emerging victorious from this global challenge. Solidarity not only provides physical support, but also strengthens emotional ties. Helping others is not only an act of kindness, but a powerful strategy for keeping morale high. While isolation may be overwhelming, mutual support will turn the darkness into an opportunity to strengthen human relationships. In the midst of chaos, it is essential to remember that you are not alone, and that together we can overcome any obstacle. Don't underestimate the power of community. Collaboration can offer solutions to problems that seem insurmountable.